If you have never been to Clearwater Beach, we know that choosing the right hotel and trying to figure out where to stay can be daunting. I know that when I am planning a trip, that is one of the top things that I spend the most time on because where you stay can actually make a big difference in your overall vacation. Today, we are going to talk all about resorts and hotels at Clearwater Beach and take you through some of the top options. Now, all of these are ranked high on the various web booking sites and search engines, but also I have personally stayed in all of these hotels, so I can provide firsthand knowledge and tips that's hopefully going to help you and make your Clearwater Beach trip planning painless. Clearwater Beach is located on the west side of the state on the Gulf Coast, meaning that it is going to have gorgeous sunsets and powder soft sand. The popularity has risen substantially for Clearwater Beach over the past few years, and for good reason. We personally love it as well. But we have also seen a huge rise in development in terms of hotels and resorts there. So let's get started. The very first one that we are going to talk about is a staple in one of the oldest hotels in Clearwater Beach, and that is the Hilton. This is going to be the first hotel that you see when you come over that beautiful bridge and around the roundabout entering into Clearwater Beach. It has over 400 rooms and is located right by Pier 60 and the marina. But one of the best things about the Hilton is that it is located right on the sand, meaning that you can walk right out of the hotel and you can be right on the beach. You're going to find, as we talk about some of these other hotels going forward, that that's not always the case with all of the Clearwater Beach hotels. So if that's important to you, then the Hilton may be a good option for you. At the Hilton, you are going to find two great pools that were just renovated a few years ago, as well as a bar right in the pool area. You're also going to find amenities such as a spa and a fitness center. There's a restaurant on site where you can get breakfast and dinner, and then there's also a great beach area with a bar, with fire pits. There's live music down there often, and you can also order food down there as well. Right in front of the hotel, you're going to be able to rent chairs and umbrellas. Just keep in mind, those are an additional charge. They're not included in your resort fee, but also there is a company in front of the Hilton that rents out jet skis and kayaks and things like that. So that's a great option as well. Now, most of the rooms at the Hilton are going to be a standard size. The hotel was built many years ago. It did undergo a renovation around 2016 and 2017, but keep in mind that these are mostly basic standard rooms and they are showing some wear and tear. There are a few selected actual Gulf front, oceanfront rooms. A lot of those are going to be the suites and the junior suites. I've had a difficult time in the past booking those because they're so limited. They book up quickly. The room that we typically book is a Gulf view room, and this is a nice view of what that looks like from the balcony. You still get a great view. You're just not Gulf front, but you are Gulf view. The Hilton is in a fabulous location. You're going to have so much activity right outside your door, and you really are in the middle. So the Hilton is a great choice for you if you have family with small kids. They have a lot of great kids activities right there at the resort. You want to be able to walk out right onto the beach. You want to be right in the middle of everything, and you don't necessarily need a whole lot of space in your room. The next resort is going to be right down the street from the Hilton, and this is the Windsor Grand. The Windsor Grand is one of the newer resorts in Clearwater Beach. It has 343 rooms, but 331 of those are going to be standard size rooms with 12 suites. Now, keep in mind that if you are looking for something bigger, if you need a lot of space, 1 and 2 bedrooms and full kitchens, connected to the Windsor Grand is Club Wyndham. It is a timeshare property. However, you can sometimes find those units for nightly rental. So that could be a great option if you need multiple bedrooms or a lot of space. The Wyndham Grand is in an excellent location as well. It is right by the marina, right by the pier, right in the middle of everything. However, keep in mind that this resort is located across the street from the beach. It is not right on the sand, so you do have to cross the street. However, they do have a lot of rooms with some great oceanfront views, and they do have some very interesting room types. Like there's one with a king bed and 2 bunk beds, so I thought that that was a great option for kids. There is also a large pool that is located right on the ground level. They have several restaurant options, such as Ocean High, which is an Asian fusion restaurant. It's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Docks Pool Bar and Grill. And there is also a spa and a 24-hour fitness center. This is a great option for families as well if you want to walk to everything, since it is walking distance, but you don't mind that you do need to cross the street to get to the beach. Our next resort is located right by the Wyndham Grand, and this is that big pink hotel that you're going to see when you're entering into Clearwater Beach, and this is the Hyatt. Now, contrary to Wyndham Grand, if you need a lot of space, then the Hyatt could be a great choice for you. There are 287 rooms, and 256 of those are suites. They have a lot of 1 and 2 bedroom options. We stayed in a fabulous 2-bedroom oceanfront suite on our last visit and woke up to these glorious views of the water. Honestly, it just couldn't be beat. It was amazing. They have full kitchens in these suites, but even a lot of the standard rooms have kitchenettes. So this is a perfect choice if you are looking for a hotel with a lot of space. It is also in a great location as well. You're still in the middle and you're still walking distance to the marina, to the pier, to all of the restaurants, and to all of the entertainment as well. It is connected to Surf Style, which is a very large 2-story surf shop. And also on the ground floor, there is a great convenience store which stocks a lot of drinks and food, frozen goods, fresh produce, a lot of great items in there as well. There is a pool that is located on the 8th floor, kind of right in the middle. They also have a full service spa and a fitness center, and then there's also a few restaurant options. The Hyatt is great for those who need a lot of space in a great location. You don't mind being across the street from the beach, but also have a higher budget, since this is one of the higher priced resorts in Clearwater Beach. So next we are going to go all the way to the end of Clearwater Beach, and we are going to visit one of our favorite new resorts, and this is Opal Sands. If you have been to Clearwater Beach lately, you have likely seen that beautiful curved mirror hotel at the end of the beach. This is Opal Sands. Opal Sands is one of the newest kids on the block, but it is such a contemporary modern vibe. There are a lot of rooms that are waterfront that provide these gorgeous views. Nearly all the rooms have balconies, so it's really hard to go wrong. There are a lot of different room types and styles as well. There are standard size rooms, which are even, I would say, even much larger than a standard size room, certainly much larger than the Hilton or some of the other hotels, and the decor is really modern and contemporary. They do have a lot of suites, full service suites with full kitchens as well, so they can accommodate those larger groups as well. The pool is fabulous. It is located right on the water. It has a great vibe. There's some great music playing all day, and I would say that it's really similar to kind of a Las Vegas style beach, Miami Beach. Okay, maybe not necessarily a South Beach Miami pool area, but it does have a hip style. There's music playing all day. There's a bar right there at the pool, and there's cabana rentals as well. There are also some great restaurants at Opal Sands. You have Cinguini, which is an Italian seafood style restaurants with some great fresh pastas and some wood-fired pizzas. There's also a tiki bar restaurant, which is kind of located right down on the sand, which provides an amazing spot for sunset. They also have a great hot tub which has some great views of the sunset and of the beach as well. At Opal Sands, you're also going to find a full-service spa and a fitness center. Now, this is kind of near the end of Clearwater Beach. Keep in mind, there are going to be some restaurants right out your door, but you are going to have to walk a little further to get to the pier and to kind of some of that hustle and bustle area. So I think that the Opal Sands is great for couples. It's great for anniversaries, for birthdays, or if you're with a group of friends, then Opal Sands is a great option as well. Next, we're going to go a little further south, and we are going to talk about Shepherd's Beach Resort. Shepherd's Beach Resort is not located right on the main Clearwater Beach, but they do have their own private beach area. Shepherd's Beach Resort describes itself as Florida's #1 beachside entertainment district. This is because they have a lot of options for entertainment. They have an outdoor tiki bar right on the beach. They have a nightclub. They have a tequila bar. They have some dining options right there at the resort. They have some water activity rentals such as jet ski rentals. They also have several bars located there. They have a lot of room options, some standard rooms, waterfront rooms, as well as some larger suites and options as well. Shepherd's Beach Resort is about a mile from the pier, so keep that in mind. There are a few restaurants around, but it's not going to be right in the middle of everything, but you are going to have more options for entertainment and nightlife right at the resort. I would say that Shepherd's is a great option for groups of friends, birthday parties, bachelor or bachelorette parties, or if you're a couple who just really likes to have a lot to do right at the resort and a lot of nightlife options. So next we are going to go back up to the hustle and bustle of the pier area, and we're going to touch on one of the smaller hotels, which is actually not one of the bigger chains, and this is Pier 60. Pier 60 is located right by the marina. There are many rooms with balconies that just overlook right over top of the boat. So that's a really cool aspect. This is going to be a more budget-friendly hotel, but still located in the middle in a great location. You're not going to have a lot of the huge amenities like some of the other resorts, but that's not necessarily important to everyone. It is located across the street from the beach, so it's not going to be right on the sand. And they do have a small pool and complimentary breakfast. This could be a great option for you if you still want to be kind of right in the middle of it all. You don't want to fork out the big huge prices for some of the hotel resorts, but you still want some great views of the water. One of the best parts is that there is a rooftop bar called Jimmy's Crow's Nest, which gives you amazing views of the sunset. It is kind of a real hopping place in the evening time. For our last top Clearwater Beach hotel, we are going to go to the north side of the pier and talk about Sand Pearl Resort. Sand Pearl is really the closest to a full style beach resort that you are going to get. Sand Pearl is located in more of a quiet area. There's still a lot of restaurants around. It's still within walking distance to a lot. But if you head further north past Sand Pearl, you are going to reach more of the residential area. So in general, that side of the beach and that side of Clearwater Beach is going to be a little quieter than some of the other sides, such as the Hyatt, the Wyndham, the Hilton, where you are basically right in the middle of the beach. Sand Pearl is considered a luxury hotel, self-defined. They have over 200 rooms. They offer standard rooms and also a lot of larger suite options. One of the best things about this hotel is the resort. This is your typical Florida resort, large pool, which is kind of like a tropical oasis. Sand Pearl is located right on the sand. So this is one of the few hotels, along with the Hilton, where you can actually walk out of the resort and you could be right at the beach and right on the sand. This is a great option and a great resort for families, for groups of families, and for friends. They have a lot of dining options on site. They have a lot of kids activities, and they also have a kids camp where you could send your kids to kids camp for 4 hours, which is a great option as well. There are two of our favorite restaurants located right beside Sand Pearl, and that is Frenchie's, which is located right on the beach. So if you want to have dinner with your toes on the sand, that is a great option. And also Clear Sky Cafe is right beside of Sand Pearl, and Clear Sky offers the best breakfast and brunch in Clearwater Beach. Now, the decor and style of Sand Pearl is considered an old Florida style. It's not outdated, but it's just a different style than, for instance, Opal Sands, which is its sister hotel, by the way, which is a very contemporary and modern style. Now, I did mention that I was going to touch on a few of these smaller hotels if you don't want that big, huge resort feel, or if you don't want huge resort fees and everything that goes along with those huge resorts that are located kind of right on the water. Then we do have a couple of other options, and there are many hotels in Clearwater Beach, but there are a few that I would recommend. There's a very new Spring Hill Suites and Residence Inn, which is located on the road that is behind the Hyatt and the Windsor Grand. It is still in a great location. You just keep in mind that you have to cross over a couple of streets to get to the beach. Also, down kind of right between Shepherd's and Opal Sands, there is a great Holiday Inn on the water, not on the beach, but on the water. And then also a newer hotel called The Edge, which has this cool looking infinity style pool. I really hope that this has helped you and provided some insight into all of the great hotel and resort options in Clearwater Beach, and has helped you with planning your next Clearwater Beach vacation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out at Angie at Life in Orlando. Visit us on social media. Please don't forget to subscribe, where we are putting out videos of Orlando and the Central Florida area, including the beaches for those who are visiting, new to Orlando, or in the process of moving to the area. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I hope that you have a great day.